grab my water bottle real quick. It's 10:42 my time, everybody. It's just about time for another coffee break. Okay, so we have Nyan in the blue, bottom right side, playing Aranos. We have map is Tundra, beautiful forward Aurochs, back Caribou, very nice. Nyan asking, how's the map? I think it's pretty good map generation. This gold mine is a little bit out there, but there are 2 towers. If Swissboy, what do Zeus players go these days against Aranos? They I mean, the Mista, Themis, he was going Athena on certain maps against Army Corps. He was going both Athena on certain maps and Hermes on certain maps. It seems like Hermes is the more safe choice, I think, you know, within the last several years. So if we see some Centaurs, I think despite the towers, I think they can still range that gold mine, but I don't think it's going to be, they're going to kick, Swiss is going to kick Nyan off of this gold mine. Anyway, so let's go check out, oh damn, back gold, back Aurochs, back wood. Nice. I think Swissboy, wood's pretty darn important, right? I think that his wood is pretty, it's not great. Swissboy could definitely have better wood, you know? It's pretty far away from his TC. That one is, I mean, forward exposed, that one is exposed and far away. Mango, dude, what up? Thanks, dude. But anyway, so, I mean, he has good back resources, so let's just, I mean, if Swiss can prevent some crazy, you know, Sensui style Aranos, and he should be good. He should be good for quite some time. I mean, nice. I'm liking Nyan's, this bottom side for Nyan is delicious. It is juicy. He's got maybe some elk, caribou, 3 gold mines, and his TC. His TC doesn't protect anything, but still. This bottom quadrant of the map for Nyan is very crucial. Very crucial. It's pretty far away. I think with Centaurs, with Athena, I don't know, some kind of Athena push with Restoration. I don't know. Swissboy could maybe at the right timing could maybe, you know, push Nyan out of this area. We'll see. We'll see if he goes. We'll see if he goes Athena or Hermes. Swissboy has a slightly better TC position. Yeah, I think I agree. Just stop, I'm busy. That's his nose. That's from his nose. I think I agree. Nyan, his back TC is really far away and protected, which is nice, but his front TC, that's maybe... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, Dark, we'll see. Swissboy's forward TC, I mean, if he takes it, I mean, boom, he has Aurochs right there, and wood, so... We'll see who has map control. We'll see who has map control. Looks like Swiss is not going Centaurs. I mean, 5 on gold. Is that a second 2 TC play? Or oh, Jason before he goes up. Interesting. Ooh, the Trios bow. Archers do more damage. That could be a really nice one to get. Yeah. It's you don't get talks early on against Aranos, but eventually you're gonna get some archers. Not a ton. So honestly, that's not a huge relic, but it's a pretty good relic. It's a pretty good relic, right? It's not like it's nothing. It's not like it's nothing. Anyway, so yeah, so Bronze Boy. Nyan's up through Prometheus. We got Swissboy up through Athena. What are his resources looking like? So he's going for a TC. So he's going for the forward TC. Very interesting. The Promethean spawn are nearby. Are they going to find this TC, though? Although there is Jason right there, so no problemo. He should take care of those Promethean spawn if they are nearby. Cracks Rex, standard stuff from Nyan, Merm Terma, standard stuff. This is going to be really nice, I think. He can take those, he can lure those Aurochs right there into his TC, get a little bit of some wood action going for his eco. I like it. I like this move by, Swissboy, but he needs to be careful of this. If he's going to be that kind of passive initially, when you go 2TC against Tyrannos, you're just giving him all the map control, right? And so he needs to be careful on this gold mine. He doesn't have another gold mine safe. So I'd like to see some walls and whatnot up around this to make sure that he keeps that gold mine safe. Right? Hi, Trust. How are ya? John, how are you, man? John! Hey, John, dude. I saw your match against Quinta. Nice comeback, dude. Very nice comeback. Very nice comeback. Good job in that game. It's a bummer that, you know, Quinta ended up taking it, but it was entertaining. It was a good series, so at the very least, that's what you want. It was a good series, man, so good for you. Having said that, switching over to Raw. Okay, anyways, here we go. Okay, so a military academy forward. Okay, Odysseus Jason out. Okay, yep, check that out. Dude, wall that shit up. All of this is exposed now. All these juicy back resources doesn't mean shit if you're, you know, if you just allow all these units back here anyway. So, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, is that Vil? The Vil is alive. 2 HP. Come on. Towers. That's a good upgrade. Okay, that's a good upgrade. Okay, so Swiss did lose a villager. Okay, so Swiss did lose a villager. Almost lost his hero Murmillo, which is no bueno, especially with the Minotaur there. Okay, so he's going to be able to defend with his heroes. Okay, it's a bummer right here that his Aurochs, he wasn't able to lure his Aurochs right next to the TC. Whatever, it is what it is. Whoops, whoa. Sorry, accidentally grabbed the whatever. Anyway, yeah, so lots of map control here from Nyan. Let's see if his pressure, if he can get enough pressure to kind of mitigate that eventual eco disadvantage he's going to have. Okay, I like the wall chips around the tower, like that. It was a good opportunity. I mean, kicking him off gold. Let's check out Swissboy's gold eco. He is spamming Hippokin and Hoplites, which, I mean, that is kind of a rough unit combination. Hips are 80 gold, hops are 50 food, 40 gold. I mean, it's an expensive unit composition. He's just going one by one, and no hips out just yet. I'd like to see him fix those villagers. Yeah, I think this is a nice pressure point right here. I think this is a really nice pressure point that Nyan should maybe take advantage of. Going for a second TC. Haven't really been paying attention to his eco. Does he have ups? Hand axe, pickaxe. Going for a second TC. Nice map control. This is good. Interesting. Interesting. A shockwave to pick. A shockwave, and he just lost a couple of merms. A hero merm as well. Okay, I think that, yes, very good. Getting the walls up. Towers up. I think with the towers was a good move, I think, by Swissboy. I think Nyan had an opportunity to really take advantage of some gold pressure here. Maybe didn't take quite as much advantage as he could have. Get some nice pressure here on the hunt, the Aurochs. It's a shame that Swissboy wasn't able to get it into the TC, but, you know, it's close to the TC. Fushi is now the best god on EE. Dude, what about Ra, Chuck? What about Raw? I gotta sneeze. COVID. Okay. Well, so Nyan's up to 2 TCs himself, so it's 2 to 2 TCs. Thanks probably to our drunk pioneering. Yeah, dude, we did the Fushi mirror. Or no, yeah, we did, didn't we? In one of our drunk streams. Dude, I got a shitload of beer ready for a drunk stream, man. A lot of local beer. A little bit later in the day today, maybe afternoon, I'll start busting out the Moab beer. It's a local beer I got. It's so fucking delicious. Anyway, pushing out a little bit. Swissboy pushing out. Interesting. He might catch this idle citizen. Interesting. Well, so now that Nyan is up at 2 TCs, both players have 2 TCs. Nyan's eco, aside from this little hiccup here, Nyan's eco has been untouched, smooth, etc. Swissboy has had some eco strife, but you know, he's starting to level out eco-wise. Although he is, I mean, idle TC time, so maybe it's not as good as we think. Maybe it's not as good as we think. Yeah, I guess those Aurochs, they had the 3 Aurochs in back and the 3 right here. So now, he doesn't have any other hunt, so he needs to go on to goats and transition to farms. So this is maybe a point in time where Nyan's going to take... I was thinking that Nyan kind of caught up in eco, but Swissboy was starting to take off in military. But at this point in time, with the Swissboy's food eco struggling, 2 TCs and 2 food units, that's not happening. Dropping another military academy, okay, it's not happening. So Nyan has a good opportunity here. Let's check his resources. He's about to go up heroic. Yep, Nyan's about to go up heroic. Check that out. No farm eco from Swissboy. Let's check out Swissboy's wood. He does have a good amount of wood, 600 wood about. It's a good amount of farms, but check this out. 26 motherfucking villagers. Oh my god. Idling the gold completely. It does have a little hunt right here. That's nice. Hyperion. Boom. There we go. Hyperion at 1120. Nice. Nice. Getting some Carabalist out. Okay. I like it. I like it. He'll be on 3 TC, no problem. Yeah, I agree with you, Dark. Once his food, although he's starting to spam Caraballista, so it might take him a second to bank up some food or wood resources to get his other TC. One thing that's, speaking of TC, is one thing that's nice is that Swiss does have his forward TC, so once he goes for a third, if he's able to get to that point, it should be easy to get his third. He does have a good amount of army right here, and it's strong against Tyrannos army, but I mean, now that Nyan's getting out his Caraballista, that's, you know, it's gonna change. There we go, farm and eco. Does he have his husbandry? No plow, no hand axe. That hurts, no hand axe. He hasn't had food. He hasn't had food for vills and units, and so doesn't have food for hand axe either. And it's hurting his eco for sure. Okay, a little bit of hunt that Swiss has, a little bit of hunt. I mean, he does have some gold back here, which is nice. He walled it off as well. It's nice, but he's way too far behind Nyan. He's way too far behind. I don't even know if Swiss were to take a fight, he does have restoration, so he can restoration and, you know, win a fight. But after that, Nyan's gonna be too. Okay, there's restoration and a shockwave. Shockwave for restoration. I'd say that's worth it. It's maybe a little early on the restoration. Maybe a little early. Just by a couple of seconds. Medium hips and medium hops. It's a strong army. It's a strong army, but it's not very big. The Terma aren't going to do much. How many? He has 12, 13 Terma. That's really not going to do much at all. So maybe this army is not quite as scary as we think initially. A bolt on the Satyr. That's interesting. Okay, so Swissboy can take some fights. The TC should go up. Swissboy can take some fights. Okay. Is it gonna... Oh. Is it gonna be enough, though? Is it gonna be enough? How much army is he gonna sacrifice trying to keep this down? Here we go. Here we go. I feel like this is kind of crucial. This is kind of crucial. There's only 2, now 1 Chiroballista. Those Chiroballista are out of position. So, wow, Swissboy taking some good fucking fights right here. And the TC not going up. Wow. What a play. What a play. What a change. What a change. Farm eco, up and running. Wow. What a change. But he still is not up. Okay, so Swissboy is still not up to heroic. Probably won't be anytime soon as well. But, taking some map control for now. So this is a little period in time. I feel like Swiss... What should he do? Go heroic or go for max Vills and a TC? How many Vills does he have right now? 72, so he almost is at max Vills. Should he go for a TC? I don't know. I mean, he does have the relic to start spamming some talks, which could be nice. He is still in classical. You don't want to be too far behind in ages. Nice. A little bit of pressure over here. Very, very, very interesting. As time goes on, like Swissboy has an opportunity here military-wise, but as time goes on, the Satyrs, super sick. Got to get those puppies and take out the Odysseus. There's still a nice opportunity here. I feel like Nyan needs to retreat and build up some military numbers with some different units. I think he did go too hard on Terma. Looking back, I wasn't really focusing on it at the time, but looking back, he did go a little bit too hard on the Terma. And he paid big time. He paid for it big time. Okay, so let's see what Swiss is gonna do. Banking up some food. Banking up some food. It's just about at full pop. Going for the TC. Okay. Going for the TC, and he'll probably jump straight for Mythic. Maybe chill out, bank up some food. Take his TC, bank up some food. He's about at the pop limit, so he should be able to click up Heroic here in just a second, and then his TC will be up to expand his population just a second afterwards. Phelps, how you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, here we go. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I mentioned, you know, using a restoration push to take all these, this juicy quadrant down here with all the gold. Nyan does have this gold mine on this kind of right side of his base. Got a market coming up, okay. So he can jump Mythic. He needs some military, man. He needs some military. This is very interesting. That was a huge turn of events. Too many Terma. Too many Terma. Dark says it's already GG. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Let's see what Hecate can do. TC blocked. Okay. I mean, Swiss is basically a full pop Vills, full eco, full up Apollo, full farm eco. Very nice. All right. You know what? I'm not really gonna disagree with you, Dark. At that like 30-second, 1-minute window where he had no food. You know, Nyan had a huge army. The restoration was clutch. That restoration was clutch. Restoration allowed him to, you know, to essentially get a chance to get some, what's it called? Some military initiative. And then eventually the too many Terma, he just, you know, Nyan lost the fight. Nice shockwave there. I think that's a nice shockwave. He is going up Hecate. Let's see what Hecate can do. 50 Shades of Hades, what up, dude? It has been a long time. What's up? Heavy hops, heavy hops. Pierce armor upgrade, interesting. This is looking really good for Swiss. That like 3-minute window where it went from Swiss looked like he was in a super sketchy situation to, oh shit, Nyan's in the super sketchy situation. Hera coming in. We got a Chaos to get the Mana Core. Okay. Now Swiss is on 3 TCs to 2 TCs against Aranos. Here comes the Tart Gate. Pulling a bunch of Vills. 19 Vills and the TC and Tower Fire. Okay. I'm not crazy about the Tart Gate position, but he's losing a lot of villagers, but this is no problem. He's got 3 TCs. He's gonna replace those bad boys, you know, in 2 minutes. Maybe 4 minutes. He lost a lot of villagers there. Maybe like 10, a little over 10 or something. He is farming over here in the corner, but I mean, he has map control at this point in time. Implication. He has map control. He's you know. I mean, okay, the medium merm, the medium infantry is gonna be nice here for a few minutes. Let's see what he can do. Nyan has an opportunity here. Maybe he really doesn't because Hera's coming in. So the next big fight they take, Swissboy's gonna take it because he has Hera coming here in just a second. I mean, yeah, he's up Hera basically right now. There we go, up through Hera. This TC is not going up. Wow, looks like this game turned around big time. Hey, no, can you please keep that closed? Because once the sun starts shining in, it makes it crazy hot in here. All right, fine. Wow, that was that 3 minutes. That 3 minutes was the entire game. That 3 minutes right there. Wow, wow. Mr. Stream sponsored by Stella. Today we're sponsored by a different brewery, Phelps. Moab. It's a local one for where I'm from. Should have got the front TC first. Maybe Nyan. That's a good point. Nyan, when he went for his second TC, he got his back TC first, whereas he could have got the front. That's a good point. I think I agree with him, but ultimately, do you guys think it would have mattered? I guess maybe if he had 3 TCs and one more population. If he had more population, that might have been able to take some fights. But ultimately, you know, that once Swissboy got his farm eco settled and was able to take the, you know, the gold mine just fine, I think after that he was kind of good to go. I mean, there were still a couple of opportunities for Nyan, like the Tartarian Gate, maybe, I don't know, you know, maybe with his fast units coming into pressure gold mines and whatnot. But the restoration, getting his forward TC first was nice. The fact that there was the hunt around it, very nice. And then, you know, keeping this TC down, that was nice. It was really nice. Well played by Swiss. Let's update the scoreboard real quick. We'll look at the let's look at the KD and whatnot. Interesting KD, really interesting KD. Because of the Tartarian Gate, I guess. Losing a bunch of villagers. Let's check resources, I'm curious. Puh! Way better eco for Nyan, but still the Dat Zeus military, man. Dat Zeus military. That's real shit. That's crazy shit. Okay, so it's a best of 3. Swissboy up 1 zip. And it is it's a best of 3, so it's technically match point for Swissboy. So the next map is loser pick, meaning it's Nyan's pick. We'll see what he goes for. There's no China, like I've been saying, or like I said a little bit earlier, in his previous game against Wiz. Nyan is historically, he's been playing for years. He's historically an Atlantean player, Gaia and Aranos. Anyways, he's historically an Atlantean player. You saw him go, you know, Aranos in these games. But since Extended Edition, he's the one of the only players to start playing a lot of China. He's playing a lot of China. I can't do a Trump impression. China. Whatever. He's been playing a lot of China on Extended Edition. Haas, you're right. Yeah, I think Nyan had early on when Swissboy took a second TC, he had an opportunity to do some big eco damage, but he didn't really take advantage of that. You're right, Haas. Anyway, so there we go. Anyway, so yeah, now that Nyan has not been playing or is not able to play China since we're here on Vubli, it's interesting that I don't like this by Swissboy. I don't like using your gold mine right away. Me no likey. So Swissboy's switching over to Thor. Interesting. So Thor, the map is Midgard. Of course he's okay. So you can't repeat gods. Is that what it is? Because Nyan went Kronos. Maybe I'd have to look at the rules once again. Anyway, so going Kronos on Midgard, interesting. And then, so Kronos against Thor on Midgard. Anyway, yeah, for all you budding, are you serious, Chuck, about Thor being played a lot now? If that's the case, there should be plenty of recorded games. Swissboy's been around for a long time. On Midgard, you don't need to use your gold mine right away. You can get some good woody going. You get a second dock out early to mitigate the Kronos bullshit. Oh, snap! Is he gonna get around? Oh, the Oracle! Clutch! Delaying the deconstruction of his dock with the little fuck me right in the face. So he used the gold from the instant gold mine to essentially wall chip or ghost build to keep the Oracle out, but he was only able to get one side. There's the decon anyway. Fuck me, that was nice. He delayed the decon, so there's three fishing ships out here, which is really nice. So once Swissboy is able to get his dock back up, it'll be really good. I mean, it'll be really good. They can instantly drop off all their food. That's nice, right? That's nice. I kind of like that, but was it worth it? Meh. Hard to say. Maybe it's worth it to just build 2 docks right away and just take the fucking decon, you know? Hard to say. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting build order here that Swissboy's doing. I like it. He's going to cows. You want to get your dwarves on cows earlier, so you can advance earlier on against Kronos. You know, you don't want to have a super late advance against Kronos. What time is it? 2:30. Yeah, he's getting close to getting building his temple. 4 ships out, a 5th on its way. Okay, standard stuff. Standard stuff. What was Swiss saying about the abuse? Maybe about Nyan picking Kronos on a water map. Is video reaction only AOM videos? No, Nubroka. It's in fact, Nubroka, check out !YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. Check out my playlists. I've only done a couple of video reactions so far. Anyway, so far they're mainly music. I did one that was like this weird kind of, for the deathmatch community, it was this weird like anime compilation thing. It was YouTube banned it or whatever for copyright, so it didn't end up working out to be posted on YouTube, but there we go. There's the time shift through Prometheus right in front of the temple. Oof, oof. Oof. Anyway, no, Nubroka, you can do any video that you want me to react to. It's primarily, you know, music oriented, you know, music videos or, you know, songs. But you can do whatever you want, man. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, this dock, this temple, this dock, that shit's going down so fast. Even getting focus increases their speed and the speed at which their line of sight grows. Oh, interesting. I think this is the first time I've ever looked at the description of focus as an upgrade. Excuse me. Okay, well, no need for the other deconstruction. We have 1 Herser out. Does he have a second? No second Herser out. We have 1 Herser out. Temple's going to be down in here in just a second. How soon is he going to be up? 86% up through Freya. Okay, so we're not going to have trolls. All right. No trolls as defense. He could probably just take out one of these with deconstruction and take out the second one with 3 Prometheans and the Oracles. You kidding me? Like the house is going down as well. Swiss is in some trouble, you guys. That's all I gotta say. Swiss is in some trouble. Hang on just a second. He almost has his tempo back up, which is nice, but there's the decon. There's still another. Well, okay, so there is another dock here, and he is getting a couple of longboats out, so he might be able to keep that other dock up for a while. Byreem coming out. Yeah, that dock's not going up. Or at least it probably shouldn't. I don't know. A couple of Byreems against a couple of longboats. In fact, Nubroka, just so you know, Ryuk, Ryuk, are you here? I owe Ryuk a video reaction, actually, so I need to, maybe this weekend sometime, I could do some, and here we go, the other dock may be going down. Anyway, I owe Ryuk a reaction. And so maybe if you want to do it as well, dude, maybe I can do a reaction from you and him. Maybe this talk will go up. We'll see. Got a couple of Ulfsarks out. You know, I really like this secret over here. I really like it. It's sketchy, but it's risky. But in tournaments, a lot of times that's what you got to do. You got to take risks, and it either pays off or it doesn't. So, okay, other dock down. Fish eco idle for now. Other dock delayed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The longboats are coming over. He does how many longboats? Does he have 8 longboats? Beautiful. So if he gets another, okay, so a couple of units coming over to build that. That's nice. So we should be able to get that dock back up, get his fish eco working again. There's a good amount of land units here by Nyan. A good amount of land units. I like the wall chips. I think he needs to hurry and wall chip this one as well, this tower as well. I think that tower's in range of the TC maybe. Maybe not, maybe not. So I guess the Promethean should be able to pick that off. So this main gold mine and wood, I guess it kind of is going to be protected by that tower, but he has no land army to try and, you know, fight this back. You gotta respect what Swissboy's doing here. He's going for the, I mean, he's going for it. He's not just kind of throwing the towel in. He's really going for it. What the hell? A counter barracks being time shifted into Swiss's base. All right. Aggression, 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 baby. I like it. I like it. Ooh, so this tower's up. This tower's up. This counter barracks is hilarious. It's hilarious. I think he did it to kind of block some pathing to the wood, and you know, maybe get some, maybe pop some units out to maybe attack the gold mine at some point in time. But he can see, Nyan can see from this point of view that he's not on this gold. So is Nyan gonna look around to other gold mines? Interesting. And what is he gonna find? Second military barracks coming up. I would really, oh my god. Alright, I would really like to see 2 docks from Nyan. Okay, I'm checking his eco real quick. Want to check his eco. No eco upgrades. Definitely want to see some eco upgrades. Absolutely. Won't be anytime soon for action. Fair enough, Nubroka. Fair enough, man. Just so you know, Nubroka, all the reactions that I do, as long as they're not copyright striked, they all automatically go up onto YouTube. I put them up onto YouTube, so you'll become famous if you can get enough points, man. Maybe at some point in time, since, I mean, it's been a long time since I've streamed, so maybe at some point in time I could just do a reaction stream. You know, do a couple of reactions and just say fuck it. Who cares about the channel points? I don't know, we'll see. Well, okay, so Swissboy trying to get a second longhouse up. I mean, his eco is interesting since his food eco, and then, you know, big in fishing ships is pretty secure with all the longboats. That is a lot of Byreems, 14 Byreems. compared to 11 longbows that are, ooh, this is kind of a good fight to take. No units are in that dock, so there's no dock fire. It's just straight up longbows versus Byreem. So longbows are a little bit stronger, but Byreem numbers and also, I mean, big time total numbers and ooh, but interesting. Nyan's pulling back anyway. Going for a second TC. Okay. I mean, Swissboy's having to, you know, kind of maneuver his eco here to here to here to here to here to here, you know, but it's going okay. It's going okay for him. He's doing pretty well right now. Second TC, once Nyan gets that up, I think even if Swissboy can hold on, eventually, with only one TC and, you know, just kind of barely holding on military-wise, he might get, you know, kind of further and further behind. It might look scary here in about 3, 4, 5 minutes. We'll see. No techs being researched. Interesting ecos between the pair of them. Throwing Axeman and Hearse here. Nice little combination here. Nice little combination. So he does have a second Longhouse up going for TA. No more Hersier, right? Yeah, I mean, he's looking at this gold mine. Not finding it. Not finding anything yet. He has a Terma over here and the Oracle checking out that gold mine. So he's keeping an eye on things. He's keeping an eye on things. Very nice. Third TC as well. Okay. That's kind of the big thing. Swissboy can hold, like, I've been in this situation as Norse how many millions of times. You can hold, you can get a small little footing. You know, in the game. Maybe you can secure a gold mine, or you finally get full pop, or something like that. You finally get a little footing in the game, but the Aranos player, or Kronos or whatever, boom. You know, 30 seconds after you have that little footing, 3 TCs to 1 TC, and then they just shoot way ahead of you. Nice little catch there by Swissboy. Nice catch. Nice catch. No eco upgrades for either player. Interesting. See, he just keeps moving his eco around, moving his eco around. I mean, it's like I said, it's working for him to survive. But at some point in time, being down 2 TCs, Nyan's eco is just gonna completely, oh, going for a TC himself. Okay, but even so, eventually Nyan's just gonna shoot forward. You know, go heroic, go mythic, and Swiss is gonna, you know, be too far behind. Let's see what Swiss is able to pull off. He has a good amount of fish. I'd really like to see a dock or 2 up over here to make it more efficient and safe. Let's see. I'd like to see a gate right there. Delaying the TC. He has a good amount of Terma, but the TA, I mean, kind of focusing the Terma on the TA, kind of pulling Vils. I mean, not a bad move here, but still. Interesting fight for Swiss. Really interesting fight. I think it's worth it, you know, because again, if he's 3 TCs up and both of them have fish, Nyan should have the better eco. Can we? Although Swiss does have a second TC up coming right behind him, so it's good. This is good. Counter barracks is still there. Okay, well that's definitely going to help secure the gold, the wood, even that little bit of hunt if he chooses to take it. It's not completely secure. There's still some harassment that can happen, but not too shabby. Good fights. He has medium units, medium Terma and Murmillo, so this is compared to no upgrades on the Norse units, so interesting. And fighting with more and more villagers. It's sketchy, guys. It's sketchy. Like, he's taken fights, but eventually when you're losing that many, he's lost a fair amount of vills. And if he continues to fight with them, like, look how low HP some of those are. It's gonna crush his wood eco, you know? Okay, yep. Here we go. 3 TCs for Nyan, and just up through Rhea. Just up through Rhea, so... How close is Swiss? Ooh, interesting! I don't like that forest fire. I would like that forest fire if he caught the army with his army. But to just simply retreat your vills and go somewhere else, I don't think the forest fire was worth it. If anything, he just shot himself in the foot. Now he doesn't have that wood to use. Taking a 4th TC. I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's still hope here for Swiss. I mean, I think that Nyan definitely has an advantage right now. From the Norse perspective, I've certainly seen plenty of... I've been in this situation plenty of times. I've been in this situation plenty of times, so from the Norse perspective, it just feels so... It vicariously, or like empathetically, it just feels so lost. Like, what's his eco at? Swissboy's at, 90 food. This is a nice catch here. Ooh, I like this. Bringing his longboats in. Oh, the stupid caribou! He wasn't able to ghost build. That would have been so sick! Oh, man! But he can block with his build. Also, we got, I don't know if you guys saw, we have a champion infantry coming in for Nyan, so I think he's going to be able to keep this TC up. He's going to be able to keep this TC up. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. He's forward building to attack the TC, but, Nyan sitting here la-di-da, eating that gold like nothing's, none's the wiser. Well, I mean, Nyan's at full 25 citizens, a little bit of fish. Let's check his upgrades. Some eco upgrades, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Only pickaxe for Swissboy. I feel you, Swiss. I feel you, Swiss. I feel you, man. 4 TCs. He is up through Atlas. Okay, so he's halfway up to Atlas, so in about a little under a minute or so, we're gonna have the big old fat implode. Maybe right here, it'd probably be good, honestly, to implode the eco. Just implode the eco. You have a stronger army, larger population. Just implode his eco, kill his eco. Oh, it was Loonberg that followed me a couple hours ago. My bad. And Define Gravity, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. And welcome. Welcome. He finally found the gold after about 5,000 gold. He finally found it. Okay, so he's getting the army. He's using it on the army. How fast can Swiss run away? How fast can Swiss run away? Is he going to catch the rest of the army right there? Some of his army going to be sucked in? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Scotty! He's up. Okay, so Swiss is able to go up, click up through Scotty, through his main TC. Will a Frost save him? Will a Frost save him? I don't know, guys. I think he's in some big time trouble. He still has his starting gold mine with 2,800 gold in it. So even if he loses this spot right here, this location, he can move his eco. But he's fighting with dwarves against the heavy merms. It hurts. There goes the TC. Interesting. What? What? He traded a throwing axeman and then started building the TC. That's a round of applause. Round of applause for Nyan. I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That was salt into the wound. Stealing the throwing axeman and stealing the TC. Ouch. Beautiful. Beautiful, Nyan. I love it. That's hilarious. I find that hilarious. Although, I mean, it's not like he had a more valuable unit to convert, you know? It's not like there was a Herseer attacking a Myth unit, or a Valkyrie, or a Battle Boar, you know? So, that's hilarious. I love it. That makes me really happy. I really like that. Alright, so we got 1-1. 1-1, 9 against Swiss. We got ourselves a series, my friends. We got ourselves a series. Very beautiful. Let's check check post game real quick, and then we're gonna go really similar KD, Part of that was from the implode. But even so, just ultimately, I think eco, yeah, all resources total. Just, you know, once he took those TCs, he really started to, you know, jump ahead. Well played by Nyan. I really enjoyed that. That was, whoops, wrong button. I really enjoyed that. That was very entertaining. That was very amusing. Very amusing. Salt in the wound. Ouch! Ouch. You know what? That was the perfect way, since Swiss... Oh, looks like Swiss left. Maybe he's restarting his route or something. Excuse me. Anyway, since Swiss won the first game, that's like the perfect way for Nyan to just, like, you know, slap him back, be like, nah, I'm here, boy. We got a game 3 on our hands, fellas. I don't get it. I had free fish and still never food, bro. It was inefficient, Swiss. It was inefficient, you know. Because, I mean, for a long time, he had his dock over there on that left side, but most of his fish was just way far away. I mean, eventually I kind of didn't really pay attention to the docks, you know, later into the game. It was more, you know, land that we were focusing on. I think that's my, because it's not like he made a ton of Herseer, you know. That's my theory. Game 3, everybody. Game 3. Swiss is gonna choose. He picks Mediterranean. And I gotta check the rules real quick. I don't see any god choice requirements. Well, I don't see any god choice requirements, so I think Nyan can go Chronos if he wants to. Sil, what up, man? Long time. How are ya? Nyan said that Chemo hasn't even played a single game. Yeah, if you guys !bracket, the link that's in that part of that chat command is to the bracket and the rules on the MetaPlays website. The winner of this game against Nyan and Swiss, the winner plays the winner of Chemo and Sensui. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Is Chemo is Chemo not showing up? You didn't imagine that I had a beard? Isil, are you sure? Don't you remember when I was streaming before? I've had a beard for a little over a year now. Ivano, hi, how are you? Okay, so this map is the map. This is the final map. Like, this is it, everybody. This is it. This is it. You know, whatever map generation they get, it is what it is. So, you know, you get 2 vetoes before a minute, and it is, you know, anyways, yeah, it is what it is. So, okay, I like that Swissboy has, excuse me, again, similar-ish story where, you know, kind of a little bit of a nub. Both players have a little bit of a nub of land, right? Both players have a little bit of some wood right behind. Easy transition for their citizen. That's convenient. That's nice. Strauss's Corona prison. Yeah, exactly, dude. Real jealous. Sill's in jail, man. Cool. Did you get some sick tattoos? Are you buff now? Congrats, and, you know, welcome back to society, dude. I hope you had a good time. No. I hope you learned your lesson, young man. Okay, so similar fish. Okay, good dock position right here for Nyan. You know, he's got his first fishing ship right next to the fishing spot. Swissboy is just a little bit worse. His starting fish just a little bit farther away. So pretty darn similar. Are we gonna get a decon? Maybe. Deconstruction numero uno. Oh, can you get it before the fish pops out? Can you get it before the fish pops out? Oh, the third fishing ship pops out just before. Nice. Lucky for Swissboy. Lucky for Swissboy. So that is, again, Chronos mirrors. It's a... Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Anyways, Chronos mirrors. It's a slight, tiny little difference. Nyan has 2 fishing ships, and he has to build or rebuild his third, whereas, boom, Swissboy... Hey, chill, dude. Chill. Hey, I don't want to hear it. Whereas Swissboy has, you know, 3 out right there. Now they're 1-1, Sensui and Chemo. Damn! Nice. Don't you jump. Don't you jump. I'm gonna check the Voobly Lobbly real quick. See who is casting that game. Kilty's casting that game. Cool. Cool. Go check out Kilty's stream if you're interested to see who the winner. Again, the winner of this match that we're casting right now. The winner of that plays the winner of Sensui and Chemo. Interesting stuff. So you might want to keep a tab on both. Yeah. Anyway, so we have an Oracle from Nyan. You know, kind of poking around the dock. Interesting. Yeah. Nyan did fuck up. Look, he still only has 2 fishing ships with the third barely coming out. Swissboy has 4 with his 5th, you know, almost coming out. Swissboy GG. Hey. Shh, settle. Good. Settle, buddy. Settle. Okay, so we got some Oracle action over here. Do have some Oracle action, although I only see 2 of Swissboy's Oracles. Where is the third? Did he lose his third Oracle? Am I blind? Okay. Nice time. Nice time by Nyan. Very nice time. Am I blind? Like, can you guys see something that I can't? Like, 1, 2... I'm a fucking idiot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I am blind. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 oracles there. Okay, just ignore me. Ignore me. Okay, double dock for Swissboy right in front of the second fishing spot. Very nice. I'd like to see one of these fishing ships over on this third spot so that it's a little bit more safe. But we'll see. Nyan only has 4 fishing ships, so that's kind of a big difference. Is that there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 3, almost double the fish eco for Swissboy. Almost. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so Nyan has not used one of his decon. No, they both use a decon. That's right, my bad. Okay, well, here we go. Oops, I forgot my observer mode. How close are we? Okay, so he'll be up to Prometheus here in just a quick second. There we go. You know, I think losing all the HP on his Promethean, I think that was a mistake. I mean, it's not like he was going to kill a citizen with that Promethean, so I think that was a mistake, because right now, again, these tiny little nuances matter in the mirror, and even though he's up a Promethean right now, despite that one is low HP. So, we'll see what happens. If he picks off that manor, that's going to be pretty big. That would be pretty darn big. Okay, so Swissboy, a couple of bireams out. Still only 4 fishing ships from Nyan. cracks racks coming in. Interesting. A decon on the dock. Maybe picking off a couple of fishing ships. And a decon on the counter barracks. Interesting. Do we? Okay. So tower upgrade coming in. Tower upgrade coming in. That's gonna be really nice. But with all those Prometheans right there, all those Prometheans, 4 of them at this point in time, he could pick that off soon enough. Soon enough he could. But still, he's going to be kind of caught between tower, TC, tower right here. A little awkward. It's a little awkward, but Swissboy is able to retreat over to this gold mine on the opposite side. However, he can time shift one of these puppies over on the other side as well. Maybe get some unit military numbers on the other side. This is so interesting. I mean, a couple of bireams out for Nyan. For Swissboy. Nyan's not even paying attention to his fishing ships at all. Excuse me. And he's not garrisoning him. Man, Nyan, what is going on? There we go, garrisoning him finally. Okay, a couple of Mermillo coming out. There we go. Hey, careful, please. Okay, really low HP on his units. Check that out. So a big fight might be interesting, especially with all those Turma against Mermillo, with some tower fire. I think that fight eventually might go for Swiss getting out some Cairo Ballista as well. Swissboy has one more citizen, possibly 10 against 9. No, he has, it's 9 plus 1, so 10. You know, he has a hero citizen compared to just 10 straight up citizens for Nyan. Bringing the bireams back, maybe can pick off some HP. Interesting. Is he gonna kind of sandwich? Picking off the Cairo Ballista, that might be interesting. Okay, taking down the tower, that's nice. Okay, Cairo Ballista, I mean, we're on pretty even footing. Military numbers. It looks like Swiss is gonna take that 3-4 Cairo Ballista. Looks like Swiss is gonna take this fight, although there's another Cairo coming in for Nyan. The bireams don't quite have enough range to help out. He didn't go for the 405 stealth. He was up at like, yeah, he was up at like 425, yeah. And Nyan calls it. He said he messed up, but yeah, so I guess he fucked up his build. Yeah, bummer, man, bummer. Swissboy takes, let's update the scoreboard real quick, and then we'll, there we go. He said he forgot to switch his vills. Nice games. Interesting games, really interesting games. Free fish is too much. Yeah, that's true. Free fish is too much. I mean, well, yeah. He had a lot too. I mean, eight fishing ships. That's a ton. That's huge. But I can say that going for the gold right here, that was close. Like that was. I mean, it was close there for a minute or so. Like when he deconstructed that counter barracks right there, and he had, you know, a couple of Prometheans. It was close. It was nice that Swiss could shift over to this other gold mine so, you know, fast and easily, which is kind of honestly, hey buddy, that's kind of the bummer, or not a bummer necessarily. It's the risk of building on Mediterranean or like Anatolia, a map like that. If you're gonna rush like this. That's kind of the risk, you know. You build on one side and you can't really pressure the other side. So it might have been interesting if he shifted his stuff here. If he shifted his stuff here and took out this tower, he could maybe have, you know, a decent pathway to this gold mine, rather than having all of his stuff over here. I mean, we'd have to go back and look at Nyan's scouting to see, you know, what he saw, just what he saw. So maybe it was a little bit of some luck on Swissboy's part. You know, good play, of course. It was a bummer that Nyan was late, of course. You know, he messed up his build and he was late, but anyway, I mean, nice defense from Swiss. A little bit of a bummer for Nyan, but you know, he had an opportunity there. Look at that KD. Oof. That's rough. 10 to 30. That's rough. Well, so, yeah. There we go. So Swissboy takes it, everybody. Swissboy takes it.